Once more, Justin Bieber is the talk of the internet and the center of attention. What makes the scenario even more remarkable is how well-timed it appears to be. It is almost too odd to be a coincidence. Fans are already discussing if there was a deeper motive or whether everything happened by accident. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco recently tied the knot in a stunning ceremony that was broadcast online. The guests praised the wedding as one of the most sincere they had witnessed in years. And the occasion was full of joy and appreciation. Images and brief videos of the pair radiating happiness and love swiftly went viral online. However, Justin appeared to be doing something that attracted everyone's attention as the newlyweds were having a celebration. Justin abruptly became highly active on social media when Selena and Benny's wedding pictures began to gain popularity. He started blogging often in a short amount of time, which was out of character for him. The timing was readily apparent to fans. Usually, Justin only shares often when he's addressing a significant topic or pushing a big product. But this time, his postings felt more intimate and sentimental. Among the posts, one stuck out. The tune I play is playing in the backdrop of a picture of Justin playing basketball. When a couple gets married, they both utter those two straightforward words. "I do," the internet, of course, went crazy. The words of the song added to its dubiousness. They talked about choosing someone over everyone else, needing them constantly, and always being there for them. It's hardly surprising that people began to read between the lines when you posted something like that on the day your ex gets married. Justin's post received thousands of comments in a matter of minutes. Some said the timing was too good to be true, accusing him of attempting to take Selena's big day's attention. Others speculated that it may have been a shrewd PR stunt to highlight him or his next song. Some supporters attempted to justify him by speculating that he could have been unaware of how it seemed and merely wished to convey something significant. However, not everyone was nice. According to one comment, Justin was now seeing events from a distance after the lady he previously sincerely loved recently got married to someone else. He should put more of his attention on his wife, Hailey, rather than acting in ways that caused others to doubt his feelings, according to another reply. Some made light of Justin and Selena's lengthy, tangled past by joking that this marked the end of the Jelena period. The comment area quickly became a flurry of feelings. People began talking about the effects of Justin and Selena's romance on themselves, the difficulty fans had moving on, and how their bond appeared to define a whole generation. Despite the fact that both have obviously advanced, the internet still feels bound to its history. People are unable to completely let go of the narrative. However, there is another perspective on the matter. Online, Justin has always been unpredictable. He is renowned for being impulsive and not always considering how others would perceive his postings. Therefore, he frequently shares anything he feels like, whether it be about his faith, his everyday life, or anything else. Perhaps the basketball image and music selection weren't even deliberate. He could have done it since it felt natural to him at the time. However, it is nearly impossible to distinguish between purpose and perception in the modern digital environment. People still associate Selena with everything Justin does, even if he didn't mean it, because of how intense and visible their previous relationship was. Admirers are still searching for deeper meanings in everything he does. The fact that Justin most likely knew people would speak adds even more complexity to this. Given how widely shared Selena's wedding was, he could have simply held off on sharing anything for a day or two. Rather, he picked that particular music and that particular moment. It appeared to be a reaction to the wedding, whether intentional or not. According to certain admirers, Justin still harbors unresolved emotions. Emotional, but not always romantic. Some believe it's simply bad timing. However, Justin Bieber isn't your typical celebrity. He is among the most viewed individuals worldwide. Each and every song he composes and image he posts is examined closely. Selena and Benny's wedding, meanwhile, was still popular for all the right reasons. While the discussion around Justin descended into internet mayhem, their pictures exuded love and joy. The whole incident was made considerably more dramatic by the contrast between his unexpected social media activity and their quiet joy. People began contrasting their lifestyles. Contrasting Justin's continuous online scandals with Selena's serene new beginning, regardless of whether Justin's tweet was a spontaneous decision. Poorly timed or deliberate, it evoked feelings in many followers that they have yet to let go of. The internet became a battlefield of viewpoints. While some call him callous, others defend him. The truth, as usual, most likely lies somewhere in the middle. This instance demonstrated how much people still care about Justin and Selena's tale. Their names are still used everywhere, even years after they split up. Clearly, both have moved on. Hailey is Justin's wife, and Selena has now begun a new life with Benny. Fans, however, are unable to stop drawing parallels between them. It appears that their narrative will always remain a part of popular culture, regardless of how much time goes by, whether intentional or not. Justin's tweet demonstrated how deeply individuals are still impacted by their history. It serves as a reminder that timing is crucial in the social media realm. On the internet, a single music selection may spark a flurry of passion and conjecture. Anyone who spends time on the internet is aware of its unpredictability. People immediately search for hidden meanings when a celebrity writes anything, particularly on a day when they are feeling particularly emotional. Each music emoji and caption serves as a hint as to how they're feeling. Therefore, Justin's post on the day of Selena and Benny's wedding was like fueling a fire that was already on fire. This is also nothing new. For years, fans have been dissecting Justin's every action, particularly in relation to his songs. Every time he releases a new song, people speculate as to whether it's about Hailey or Selena. Nobody is more aware of this than Justin, which is why many people found it strange that he posted a song named "I Do" that day. He has enough experience in the spotlight to know that no action he does will ever go unnoticed. Hailey's response, or rather, her lack thereof, came next. She posted a little message early in the morning before going totally silent. Her silence spoke a lot for someone who is often active on the internet. She didn't appear to want to add to the drama or exacerbate it. Silence may sometimes be more powerful than words, and it seems that she was fully aware of that. It's conceivable that Justin and Hailey discussed how to respond to the circumstance in secret. Perhaps she advised him to take a break from social media. Perhaps after witnessing the response, his team attempted to defuse the situation. Justin's tweet appeared to cause difficulty, even if that wasn't its intention. Perception is more important than fact in situations like these. The fact is that Selena and Justin will most likely always remain connected in some capacity, regardless of what either of them accomplishes. The internet is unwilling to forget their history. Online abuse erupted against Selena after Justin and Hailey were married. Justin is being criticized now that Selena has found happiness with Benny. Despite their best efforts to move on, none of them appears to be able to break free from the pattern. Fans would still have made a connection between Justin's post and Selena's wedding, even if he had uploaded something entirely unrelated, like a picture of his dog or a brand new pair of trainers. These days, it is the way the internet operates. People like drawing, speculating, and looking for hints, even in the absence of any links. Perhaps Justin didn't give much thought to how his post might be interpreted. Or perhaps he simply didn't care because he understood precisely what he was doing. In any case, millions of followers continued to come up with their own justifications. The response swiftly divided into two camps on the internet. Some backed Justin, claiming that followers were making too many assumptions and that he had every right to write anything he wanted. Others believed there was a secret message in his tweet. Some thought Selena was the target. Some believed it was for Hailey, but others believed it was his method of resolving past feelings. Everybody seems to have a different account of what happened. This must have been quite draining for Hailey. Regardless of her actions, Selena is always being compared to her. Some admirers still regard her as though she's in a long-ago love triangle. Despite the fact that she has been married to Justin for years, she has put a lot of effort into creating a reputation and profession for herself outside of Justin's history. Therefore, it's unjust. However, individuals seldom have that type of room on the internet. Hailey most likely knew better than to add fuel to the flames by choosing to remain silent. Sometimes being quiet is the best course of action. Justin's comment section, meanwhile, descended into anarchy. Supporters were constantly debating, defending, and criticizing. Some said that no one should have any say over what he publishes, while others suggested that he should exercise greater caution out of consideration for his wife. However, many drew attention to the obvious. Even if it's not planned, posting the song I Do on the day your ex gets married will always appear that way. Then the sentimentality set in. Clips from Justin and Selena's relationship, old interviews, and old pictures began to surface again, like detectives re-examining a cold case. People started going over their breakup timelines, songs, and social media postings in an attempt to put together past recollections. Drama is popular on the internet, so this provided everyone with something fresh to discuss and debate. What this incident truly revealed is a recurring phenomenon in celebrity society. A renowned person's private life never truly belongs to them again when they share a portion of it with the public. People continue to interpret every post and every statement as belonging to the same narrative years after a breakup. Losing control over the way your story is portrayed is one of the greatest drawbacks of fame. Naturally, fans' comments weren't the only thing they did. On social media, some people began formulating lengthy hypotheses to explain why Justin posted at certain times. Some produced YouTube analyses that looked at every second, the time he uploaded his attire, the possible meaning of the caption, and if it was addressed to Hailey, Selena, or both. What may have been a routine social media post became a riddle that the internet was desperate to unravel. However, the reality may be considerably easier when all the noise is removed. Perhaps Justin was simply experiencing strong emotions that day. Unexpected memories might reappear, particularly when significant life events involving individuals who were formerly significant to you occur. It's possible that he posted something that seemed significant when in an introspective state, without considering how it would appear to the general audience. Despite being in the spotlight all the time, celebrities are still people. Like everyone else, they experience desire, sorrow, and nostalgia. Additionally, people occasionally publish without fully considering the repercussions. The internet doesn't wait for justifications, which is the issue. The version that people choose to believe. Something to signify spreads more quickly than the truth ever could. Intent becomes irrelevant at that point. Perception turns into reality as the narrative takes on a life of its own. Despite all that was happening online, Selena and Benny appeared to be unconcerned at all. They were shown laughing, smiling, and surrounded by love in their wedding pictures. They didn't react to any of the drama or recognize it. Instead of paying attention to the outside commotion, they just relished their day together. Their jubilation felt much more sincere because of that serenity. While the internet was busy causing turmoil elsewhere, this image depicted tranquility. The way celebrity culture operates nowadays is exemplified by this entire circumstance. Every little detail, lyric, caption, or message becomes a headline, as though they are a part of the narrative. Fans are deeply engaged and are always speculating about what goes on behind the scenes. Social media has made it difficult for celebrities to do anything without it being understood, blurring the boundaries between what is private and what is public. In actuality, Justin's post could have been simply another haphazard upload, something straightforward that the majority of users would quickly scroll past. However, it became a significant internet event due to who he is and who he used to be with. Whether or not people were overreacting is up for debate. However, one thing is for sure: it had everyone talking for hours. And the internet operates precisely like that. It takes a little issue, adds passion, and makes it into a heated argument that goes viral. Even if there is nothing to discover, everyone wants to have an opinion in order to speculate as to what is actually happening. One thing is certain, regardless of whether Justin's post was an accident or a calculated action, he and his background continue to captivate people. Any image, caption, or music he posts will be viewed, talked about, and analyzed as long as that obsession persists. This is not going to be the last time it occurs. Social media, nostalgia, and celebrity all work together to ensure that any action Justin takes will provoke conversation. Even while he may not always intend to cause trouble, the internet has already shown one thing. It takes very little for one post to spark a whole discussion on the